Well, I am so excited that you're taking a look at the 4 putting elements all-in-one kit. You know, the history behind this is pretty simple. I didn't call it 4 putting elements, but I was doing these putting clinics for several summers. And every day before I would get ready to go do the clinic, I would have to do a lot of prep to get the things together to make the clinic look great. I wanted to do a world-class clinic. I didn't want to do just a clinic and have a bunch of people show up and me sort of make it up on the fly. That wasn't acceptable to me. At the same time, I didn't want to spend hours and hours every day before I went to the clinic. So I began to create what you and I both know is the only way to do it right, a system. And I added things, signs, promotion, script, all those things that really make it flow smoothly. I began to add them through the years, and it's all come together in what I want to show you, which is the all-in-one kit. This is a kit that has everything you need to run a 4-person world-class clinic with a smile and a lot of high fives and our instruction that we have here. And I'll show you very quickly what else you need to do if you want to expand to 8 people, because that's what I was doing them with, and I can tell you how to do that. So let me take you through the process that I went through and what we've included in the kit, because I want you to maximize your revenue, certainly. I want you to maximize the experience that your students have while they're in the clinic. That's frankly my #1 objective here. And I want it to take, with all due respect, a minimum amount of prep time. So I want it to look great, not take much time, create more revenue, and have the people have a ball, a lot of fun. So here's how it works. Let's go through the flow of a clinic from the moment you conceive of it until you're finished, and I'll show you how we've addressed it. Obviously, the first thing I need to do is I need to fill it up. So we have created for you, that's included in the kit, posters and signage. They come in a couple of different sizes. They look great. They come in big size for maybe the clubhouse, and then smaller sizes that might fit on doors and different things like that. But I know you need plenty of them, and they're included in the kit. So now we begin to, on there it says, what are the dates, who do I contact? You can put whatever it is that you want to put on that promotional stuff. So now I've got people beginning to sign up. Awesome. Now I need to get ready for the clinic itself. What do I need to do? Well, I need to do a couple of things. I need to have the tools ready, and then I need to be able to set them up properly. So in the kit, obviously, are the 4 putting elements tools that you need that come in the kit. And we use several of the products that you are certainly familiar with. We use the EyeLine, the edge mirror, as you can well imagine. We use that for a lot of different things, and you're going to find that the tools that I bring out here are used in 4 of the 5 weeks, 3 of the 5 weeks. So not only are you going to use them, you're going to sell them as well. So we certainly use the mirror, the rail obviously for path setup, stroke length. There's a lot of different things that we use that for. I'm going to set this here so it doesn't quite get in your line of view. A set of ball liners is important, incredibly important, because we're going to use that to mark the balls. By the way, also included in the kit is the Shag bag. The reason the Shag bag is important is that that's where I put all the golf balls I'm going to need, because I don't want to use range balls. Golf balls, markers, cloths to wipe off the mirrors, all sorts of different things. Tees, Advil, everything you need goes in there. I want to have everything together. I want this bag and this bag to contain everything I need to run the clinic. Never think about it again, because that's what makes it great. So we keep going with the things that we get in the kit. We get the ball liner. We get certainly the ball of steel are going to fall in there in a lot of different ways. That's a part of the kit. Also included, obviously, is the Pendulum Putting Rod. What am I missing? Anything else? If I think of something else, I'll get it. Oh, and the Metronome. Critical for distance control and tempo, and it's just amazing. So we've got everything that we need, and we're going to rotate through these tools each and every time. So now I've got the tools in place, and we also have the Sweet Spot 360, because that comes in a lot of different places as well. So now that I've got the tools in place, how do I begin to prepare? Well, there's 2 huge things that have just completely changed the scope. Remember what I said about time? So we have created the ultimate time saver. This is what I call a clinic diagram. And for every week, for setup, for instance, for every week, there is one of these laminated set of signs for you, your assistant, the cart boy, whatever, that says, hey, go set this clinic up and here's what you're going to need. This is where you put the rail, this is where you put the balls. I need 6 balls here, 4 balls there, marked like this, whatever it may be. This is exactly where you put them, how far from the cup, everything. They're laminated so they don't retain any kind of moisture, and they won't get torn up because you're going to do what after you're finished? Put them right back in the bag. Critically important. It saves you a tremendous amount of time. And there's one for each week, and important. Now here's the magic, honestly, that was missing for so many times. I need some way to tell the students what they're going to be doing at each drill station. I have 1 cup, 4 stations around each cup. They're going to go through the process. They're going to have 7 minutes on each station, and they need to know what the next drill is. Why? Because I don't want to tell them every single time. So we have created, and this is what let me go from 4 to 8 people in the clinic. We have created what I call station signs for each of the drills. So as I set up the rail on this particular day, I look at one of the drill station signs, and it tells the student exactly what's the drill going to be. 25 strokes on the rail, 25 strokes not. And it's there. I don't have to explain that. They get to go, they read it real quickly, they know what the drill is, and as they rotate, they go to the next one and they get to see it. Unbelievable. These are world-class quality signs. They're highly laminated. They're printed on both sides, as you can see, so I don't have a bunch of them, but I can turn them over by using for each station. They are color-coded. They'll last, not forever, but they'll last a long time. They will last you many, many clinics, and there's a bunch of them. Critically important because it saves me so much time that it makes the experience of the student so much better. So I've got the clinic laid out. I'm ready to rock, except for one thing. What am I going to do? What's the timing? What things do I want to remember to say? So we have created scripts. Now these are PDFs on the website that you can print out. They are not, and there's one for each week. They are not, here's what you say. They are sort of a clock, if you will. The first 5 minutes, welcome, how you doing? Let's talk about last week. The second 5 minutes is let's talk about setup. The third 5 minutes is let's talk about the drills that we're going to be doing around each of the stations about setup. The next 7 minutes for each of the stations, and here's what the game is today, and here's what the prize is today, and that's in the script. You never have to wonder, am I on time, or what am I supposed to say? You add your personality, your charisma to the deal, but this will at least give you an idea of what it is that you're trying to communicate in the time frame so that everything packs. I'm warning you right now, this is the fastest hour ever. It is so fast, and this will keep you on track with all of that. So now we've got them in the clinic, we're going through it. We're going to go through the drills that you've seen in the 4 putting elements, and then when they're completed that day, or the first week anyway, included in the kit are 4 of the practice sessions books. Now these are crazy good books because they have every drill, a QR code to review it on their phone if they want to see that video. They have a place to write down their results, notes, everything that there is about it is included in the book, and there's 4 of these included in the package. Everything you need for that. That's a huge takeaway. A couple of things. It is one way to what I call equip them to tell the story. This is going to help them with their game. When they pull that out of their bag and they're on the putting green and their buddy's with them, he's going to say, what is that book? I got it at the clinic. Fantastic. And I get better as a result of it. So those are critically important. Remember when I mentioned that at the end of every session there's a game, and at the end of the game there's a prize? Well, the prizes are also included in the all-in-one kit. So we have several of them, and they tie together with the theme of that particular drill. So for setup, for instance, we have the Lifeline putting grip, right? We have for impact, we have the Sweet Spot 360s. When we give away the book, the winner of that week gets the yardage book cover that we use on the tour. We have ball liners for everybody each week. Let's see, they're all in here, ready to go. We have bullseye cups, has a lot to do with speed control. We have everything. We have the prizes, we have everything that you can possibly need that goes in there. We have ball liners for everybody, like I mentioned. So here's what you've got. Now you have a world-class event, minimal time, maximum revenue, maximum experience of the student. That's what we like most. I mentioned that I want to tell you how you go from 4 to 8 people in a clinic. Nothing here changes, everything remains the same. The only thing you need is one more set of the clinic training aids, right? And those come in a box for you. So if you want to go from 4 to 8, you need to get one more training aid kit. It has all the tools you need and 4 more books. because that's what you're going to need. You can always reorder the books. You can do all these things together. The all-in-one kit has everything in it like this. It is a great experience, world-class, minimal time. I am so excited you get to participate in this. It took me years to do it, but I got it right, and people enjoy it, and the comments that you get after this clinic will blow you away. So welcome.